Some are good, some are bad. If we cannot control our mental action, our mind cannot be pure, will not be pure. Using the mind is very easy. If you feel sick, it is difficult to do, to go, to eat. But for the mind, it is very easy. You can think. Even if you feel sick, you can think. You can use your mind to do everything. So it is very difficult to control the mind. To solve this problem, I train the people to abandon our physical, verbal, and mental action. The mind is the leader. It is difficult to abandon physical action. It is easy not to speak, but it is very easy to abandon our mental action. One of the most important things in meditation is to be able to abandon our physical, verbal, and mental action. If you do not meditate, you cannot abandon your mental action. So when you meditate, you must focus on one of the objects in the mind or in the body. Most of the people focus on breathing. Breathing is happening nearly all the time. But if we are not mindful, we cannot know the breathing. If we are not mindful on the breathing, the mind will go everywhere. The mind will pay attention to everyone, one after another, one by one. If you think about someone, you may feel happy or sad, because no one is perfect. You may make mistakes, so also you may make mistakes. If you think about someone, our mind will not be pure. Focusing on the pleasant action of breathing will make our mind to be pure. Because it is natural process. No need to breathing in and out forcefully. Natural breathing is happening all the time. Just be mindful in the breathing. The more we do like this, the mind will be stable. The mind will be still and silent. Besides, by doing like this, we will be able to detach from everything except breathing. We must choose something to detach from everything. That object is breathing. Be mindful on the pleasant breathing all the time. In this way, you will be able to detach from everything and everyone. Just pay attention to the normal breathing. This is saving the power of detachment. If you cannot think about yourself, your family, your job, you cannot pay attention to the breathing. If you try to pay more and more attention on the breathing, you will be able to detach from everything, everyone. In this way, you are developing the power of detachment. When you are mindful, you must understand like this. This is right understanding about mindfulness. Mindfulness with detachment. If we are not mindful on the breath, we are rejecting the process of breathing. Because we pay attention to the money, to the job, to the food, to our health. That is our nature. It is not the object to make our mind pure. Most of the people want money, food, medicine, fame. If we pay attention to these things, the mind will be impure. So if we are able to abandon this normal mental action, the mind will be more and more pure. This is to change the direction of the mind from everything to the object of breathing. But when you are practicing like this, you must have right understanding. What I am teaching is right understanding about meditation or mindfulness. And then whatever appears in the mind or in the body are to be mindful. Firstly, we must start with the object of breathing. And then, if the pain is obvious, you must be able to be mindful on the pain. And then, whatever you are mindful, you must try to know the pleasant happening. Pleasant happening, if you are mindful on the breathing, try to know the pleasant happening of the breathing. If you are mindful on the pain, try to know the pleasant happening of the pain. If the desire to do something, be mindful to that desire and try to know the pleasant happening of that desire. If you want to eat something, if you are mindful to that desire, you will know one desire after another is appearing. You want to eat, then disappear, then another desire appear, until you eat something, that desire will continue on and on. But it is possible if you understand the truth of the desire, which is not something we own. I mean, not our own desire. It is just appearing and disappearing process, not mine, not yours. We must try to know this truth. The more we understand like this, no need to pay attention to that desire. In this way, we will be able to detach from that desire. Before meditate, I have to obey my desire, because I think it is mine. I want to eat, I want to sleep, I want to read, I want to watch movie. I think it is mine. I must obey my desire. When I meditate, I understand it is not mine. It is not something. More and more eating is the cause of more and more desire to eat. More and more sleeping is the cause of appearing more and more desire to sleep. That I understand. That's why when I understand like this, I do not obey my desire. In this way, I need to sleep less and less. I need to eat less and less. I need to abandon my action. In this way, I am able to control myself, my action, physical, verbal, and mental action. You must be mindful on the object, and you must try to understand that it is not something, not someone, but ever new impermanent nature. The same, your desire and my desire, and your knowing and my knowing, all are the same, which is ever new impermanent nature, not mine, not yours. This is the truth. The truth is not someone, not something, but ever new impermanent nature. Knowing, feeling, recognizing, and thinking, all are the power of ever new impermanent nature, not the power of someone, not the power of something. The truth is powerful. If we know that truth, that knowing is powerful. So if we understand like this, no need to rely on someone, no need to rely on ourselves. We will be able to stop the habit of someone. We are always grasping the idea of someone or something. Everybody and every animal are grasping the idea of something or someone. This is mine, this is yours, it's me, it's you. That is grasping the idea of something or someone. In this way, by the practice of mindfulness and detachment, we will be able to detach from that wrong understanding, wrong view. Because we are grasping the idea of something or someone, we can never understand the truth, which is not something, not someone, just ever new and permanent nature. All living beings and non-living beings are to use only, to do only, to know only, to experience only, not to reject and not to attach. what I am explaining is also not to attach. I'm not grasping this is right, but it is right, but this truth is to use only, to know only. That's why I'm not grasping what I'm saying, so also I'm not grasping your understanding, your view. That's why I'm free, freedom from everything, freedom from everyone. In this way, there will be freedom from attachment. We love food, we love duty, we love sleeping. That is attachment. That attachment is real problem of everyone. No one is free from attachment. If we are mindful in the right way, if we are mindful with detachment, we can be free from attachment. No idea of someone or I. The idea of someone or I is deeply rooted in the mind. If you are mindful in the mind, you will understand that there is something in the mind, someone in the mind. That's why we misunderstand that it's me, it's you, it's mine, it's yours. Mental mistake. If you see the belongings of something, it is physical mistake. If you tell lie, it is a verbal mistake. So also, if you think it's me, it is someone, it's me, that is also mental mistake. That mistake is very difficult to be correct. That's why be able to do all good deeds, we must be able to abstain from all evil things, and we must be able to keep our mind to be pure. If we are doing bad, we are making mistakes. If we are not doing good, it is also mistake. If we are angry, if we are unhappy, or if we feel sad, that is also mental mistake. We must be able to abandon, to let go of mistake. Besides, if you are not mindful, it is also making mistake. If we are not mindful on the body and mind, we cannot understand the truth of ourselves, the truth of the body and mind. That's why I pay more attention. I emphasize on meditation. Because most of the people do not meditate. You may do good, you may keep reset, but most of the people do not meditate. In this way, there are a lot of mental problems in the world. This problem can be solved by meditation, by the practice of mindfulness with detachment. Any question?
But I tell myself I cry once, then I let go. This is one of the things I'm learning. I have to learn.
Yes. Crying is not problem. Because of attachment, you have to do like this. If you can detach from crying, you will not cry.
When she approached people to ask them to help them, then her heart, there's a strong feeling, like a fire boiling in the heart.
What I'm teaching is detachment. Detachment means this is not only for you. There are many people have this experience.
When I sleep, I cannot sleep. My thing very strong. Whole night I cannot sleep. I think about the...
you must be mindful what is happening in the mind and try not to pay attention to that happening. This is very effective. To pay attention someone is very easy. We taking care of someone or taking care of our health is easy, but that makes attachment.
Yes.
This is the cause of attachment is the more we pay attention, there will be more attachment. So to be free from attachment or to detach, try not to pay attention what is happening. Not to reject, you must be mindful. And not to attach, you must not pay attention to it. Not to pay attention means not to grasp as you are. This is not your experience. It is nature. Because of attachment to be so, it happens. If you are not grasping to that experience, it will be less and less, and then finally gone. It is very effective. You must understand the truth. To do only, to use only, to know only, to experience it only. Not to reject and not to attach. Not to attach means not to pay attention to it. Not to reject means be mindful on the mind and on the body. Just be mindful on the breathing or on the mind. And then trying to know the present happening. This practice can solve all the attachments. This practice is very effective. It can detach every attachment. This is also attachment. Some has attachment in something, but all attachment problems can be solved by this way. You should try, and you will understand. It really works. It is effective. In this way, if you understand, you can help other people by this practice.
To my understanding, things are happening around us, but we don't attach to it. It's appearing in front of us. We know it's there, but we don't grab it and feel sad or whatever. We know. We just detach it. Can I say that? Things are happening in us, with us.
The practice of detachment concerned with the object and with the knowing and with the action. Even the practice of detachment must be detached. Even the knowing like this must detach. We are focusing on something. Something must be detached. Besides, we must understand knowing about the something must be detached. Besides, the practice of detachment must be detached.